The questions related to the assignment simple harmonic motion SHM. The photograph and the diagram shows a nodding donkey used to pump oil from the ground. The motor raises and lowers one end of a beam, causing the head of a beam to move with a simple harmonic motion. The head is attached to a metal rod. As you can see, there is a metal rod, then moves up and down and operating a pump deep in an oil well. Sid, what is meant by simple harmonic motion? So what is the definition of a simple harmonic motion? In a simple harmonic motion, the acceleration proportional to or directly proportional to displacement and always directed towards the mean position. Or you can also say force directly proportional to displacement, and it's always directed towards the mean position. The motor takes 7.4 seconds for a one complete cycle. Show that the angular velocity, so we have to show omega. So what is omega? Omega is equals to 2 pi. Basically, omega is equals to theta divided by t, and theta for a one complete cycle equals to 2 pi divided by t. So 7.4 seconds, so one complete cycle. So this will be 2 into 3.14, and the time period is 7.4. So this will give us the angular velocity or omega. That is 0.849 radian per second. It should always be, omega should always be in radian per second. Then the head of a beam moves with an amplitude of 22 centimeter. What is the maximum? To get the maximum speed, the formula V is equals to R omega, or for a simple harmonic motion, we say V is equals to A omega. What A is representing? A is representing an amplitude, like distance from mean position to extreme position. That's amplitude. So amplitude is 22. We convert into meter, 0.22, and omega we already worked out in the previous part, 0.849. So we simply multiply. So when we multiply, it will be 0.187 meter per second. That's the maximum speed that it will move. The next part, this is a displacement graph. Add a line to show corresponding velocity. First thing, as I mentioned, whenever you have a simple harmonic motion, you have to identify the function which represent a displacement here. This is which graph? It's starting with the maximum negative value. So it means it is a minus cosine graph. Because if it was a positive cosine, it will start with a maximum positive value. So when we take a derivative of cosine is like derivative of sine is cosine, and derivative of cosine is minus sine. So when we simplify the minus minus plus, so this will be sine theta. So means V should be the function of sine, means V graph should be sine graph. And how the sine graph? So it will start with a 0 and just complete the cycles. Like quarter cycle. So this will be quarter, then half, then 3/4, and then one cycle. And same way. So this is how you should draw. If it's the same thing, this is a velocity graph. If they ask for acceleration, we'll take a derivative of sine. Derivative of sine is cosine. So, and even the sine graph, like acceleration graphs are much easy because displacement and acceleration, they are always opposite to each other. So the acceleration graph will always be like a mirror image of a displacement graph. So the blue line is representing an acceleration graph. But they did not ask for it. Only you have to draw a line to show the variation of velocity.